Hello, and Merry Christmas from Rex, the adequate would-be chef. Now, I'm pretty sure that you are seeing this well past Christmas because I've got so many videos recorded, and I must admit I've fallen down on the job as far as getting these out to you. But yet here I am in the kitchen again. It's actually December 19th. It's been a bit of a time since I've actually been in the kitchen, actually since Thanksgiving, and I haven't recorded anything. I've just been on a cooking hiatus. But you know, let's get back into it. Now today's a busy day. I have a Christmas party at 6. It's exactly 12 o'clock, and I've got what's the best thing to do when you have that kind of scenario? Cook a 6-hour dish, right? Because it's exactly what we're about to do. We're going to make a roasted pork loin. There's many different ways that you can do this. The way that I'm going to do it is I've already created a herb salt rub. I did this last night. And you basically take salt, some thyme, and some ground pepper, a splash of allspice, and some ground up bay leaves. And you put, basically, I can post the recipe of this online. For every pound of pork, you increase your recipe. You do a hard rub down on it, and it's been sitting on the fridge ever since, in the fridge. So at this point, we're going to bring that out and we're going to start cooking that. But before we do that, one of the things I want to do is I want to braise some red cabbage. This is about a 3-hour process that we're going to put it in the Dutch oven. We're going to cook it on a low heat with a bit of an acidic apple. I bought some pippins because they're nice and tart. Should be a nice play on flavors. And once that's done, we're going to take that pork loin roast. I'm going to set that down into that cabbage, and we're going to cook it for approximately 3 hours, and hopefully we're going to have one beautiful dish. The reveal of this will actually happen at the Christmas party that I'm going to, and hopefully I can get some good reactions from this dish. This is the first time I've ever made it, so you never know what can go and will most likely go wrong. Stick around and you're about to see Rex, the adequate would-be chef. Okay, let's go ahead and get into cooking this roast here. What I have is, we have a pork loin roast. I put the salt rub on it, and now we need to get the rub off, dry it off, tie it back up, and then we're going to brown it in a skillet. Now, I'm not really sure how I want to get the salt rub off. She said you definitely want to take it off. Oh, look at that. I just rubbed a knife on it, and a lot of it just came right off. Grab some paper towels. Look at that. See the rub right in the towel? So I'm just take a knife, just go down the piece of pork and just scrape off as much as the rub as you can. You'd think you'd want to leave it on there. I'm not sure why you take it off. You know, sometimes it doesn't really explain why you do things. It just tells you to do them. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to brown this. And since I'm going to cook it as a roast, I was wondering, well, should I brown the inside of this? And I'm not going to, because I'm going to tie this thing right back up. So let's go ahead, now that I'm getting raw pork everywhere in my kitchen. Okay, now see, this was originally tied when I got it. I untied it so I could marinate it. So I just want to tie it back up so it's nice and tight again. Which, try this again. I never went to meat tying school. I can tie down a trailer, so maybe if I do a little slip knot, I mean, I don't think we want it too tight. They were pretty tight though when I do a little slip knot on there. And you could definitely cinch that tighter, but then what do you tie it off to? See, that wasn't too smart. Just go around again and tie it to this. Yeah, that works. Definitely tighter than the other one. So we're learning here in the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, I just made a little slip knot. So make yourself a knot like that. Any Boy Scouts looking at me going, "You're an idiot." And bring it right there. Slip this through here. This. And then look at that. You can get it really nice and tight. Just bring this right around. It's got a nice little double knot on there. There, so now that's more like one piece of meat. We might want to, I'm going to redo this one back here. There you go. So now we're tied back up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, put some butter in a pan, and we're going to brown this on all sides. And then we're going to throw it in with the cabbage. Okay, trying to brown this is going to be a little difficult. I put some clarified butter in there so it doesn't pop as much. And I want to get that, I'm going to let it get just a little bit hotter. It's going to be really difficult to get what I want in this pan. So we're going to try it. I'm just going to have to roll this thing around by hand, try to get exactly what I want. Try to use my ropes to I'll tell you right now, that's not going to work. This might be one of those moments that you guys like to watch. Trying to turn this thing. There we go. Not the easiest thing. Got hot butter. I want to get the ends. So, whoa, there we go. And she recommends using, I'm getting into this thing, goose fat. Obviously, I don't have any goose fat. Gonna brown that a little bit, and then call it good, because I'm sort of, probably should have done this more in a skillet, but I didn't, so. Okay, at this point we're going to go ahead and put the pork in the oven. And I have one other little doohickey here that I'm going to try, which I bought is a thermometer here that is going to go right on the outside of the oven, tell me exactly what the internal temperature is. Now trichinosis in pork will technically die at 137 degrees, so there's no real reason just to bake the living tar out of your piece of pork. So I think we're going to about 170. I'll verify that and I'll let you know. Let's see what we're doing down here. So you take this, and I'm just going to go ahead, go right about in the center, and we're going to put it all the way in. So that's nice. We'll want to keep juices out of the end of this thing. And what this is going to do is come in here, put our lid on. This is going to come right out of the oven. And in the oven we go. Okay, well I'm actually at the party now, and I've already cooked the roast and everything, and I've got everything on the table. It's already cut. You missed a lot of it because unfortunately we're socializing. Say hi everybody.
Hi everybody.
So this is what we got. As you can see, I've already cut it up. I took out the cabbage, and then we took the sauce off. We rendered down the sauce. We took the fat off, and then I seasoned the sauce just a little bit and poured it right across the top. We're going to get a taste test here. Just a minute. We'll see how everybody else thinks it is too. So hold on. Okay, and here's our first taste person, Marzon. Oh.
It's moist. It's not pork.
It's not salty like pork normally is.
Right.
And it just kind of melts in your mouth. Very succulent.
The foodgasm, right? When you put it in, you had a little foodgasm.
Yeah, very succulent and melts right in your mouth.
Excellent, thank you.
Delicious.
Why did you bring a 5-year-old to your testimonial? Really?
How's that cabbage?
I don't think I'm gonna swallow it. I'm just gonna swish it around in my mouth for like 10 minutes.
All right, so the cabbage is on the side. The pork, I don't want to tip my plate over. So as you can tell, it's nice and tender. It comes off right with a fork. Get your cabbage.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is it. Oh yeah. You guys got to try this. Really, take the time. It's a 6-hour dish. I know it's going to take some time, but it's well worth it in the end. You'll love it. Come back next time. We're going to do lamb. Bye.